Hi, my name is Steve. Welcome to the Pearson Strategy Group. I've learned from years of experience that small companies are getting hammered all the time. Part of the problem that this happens is that they're looking too much at what's going on today, firefighting, and not looking out tomorrow. So one of the things that I really like to have companies do is spend a little bit of time thinking about the future, because often they're very concerned about the R&D process and that they don't really think they need to spend money now on something that they have to worry about later. So one of the things we like to do is make sure that they have access to the right resources and that they're thinking occasionally at the long term where they headed. That's really important. So we try to push them out beyond the 3 to 4 years that's really common in industry today. So we found that the advantage to doing that is that this really helps clients minimize the innovation cycle, it maximizes their opportunities, and it minimizes their risk. So in a nutshell, we help companies focus on their future and their surroundings without ignoring today's needs. We know from small businesses that they're getting hammered all the time, and so that's really important. So one example of that is if you're looking at the scene behind me, you're like most people, and that's pretty normal. And so what you want to do is realize is that as you're focusing internally, you also want to be aware of your external surroundings, what's going on beyond your window. And we call that competitive intelligence. So one of the ways that we help you with your competitive intelligence is that we bring out your competitors and your environment and your internal operations and bring in the information that you need to succeed. So one of the things that Pearson Strategy Group really relies upon is a 3-step process. The first step of this process is gathering information. Most people that are really familiar with it call it competitive intelligence, because you're looking outside the walls of your environment at what's going on. And so the really important piece of that is if you can bring in critical information in near real time, you can make a lot of decisions. And that leads into the second step of the process, which is innovating or choosing not to innovate. With this key information, you can make big decisions and be aware of your external environment such that you can choose to pick some things up to innovate or simply pass or simply monitor those other things. So with this critical information and some opportunities to innovate or not, you can make changes in your strategy, which is the third critical step of how Pearson Strategy Group differentiates itself. And so the important part of that is that you probably already have an existing strategy, and once you decide to make changes or see opportunities, you can refine your strategy, still proceeding along the same path, but realizing some other new things have entered the fray. There are several reasons for you to reach out to the Pearson Strategy Group. The first is that we have a potentially patentable idea in front of us and we'd like to explore what opportunities it holds. Another really good reason is that you have a future market opportunity that you would like to explore, whether you know about it today or you'd like us to bring it out for you. And the third reason is that most people would really like to minimize the amount of cycling up and down the cycle of their business process and put out all the fires that they're fighting every day and think more proactively. The Pearson Strategy Group, our business is your future.